Glorious, glorious card. Who would like to tell us what happened last time?
I have no cards, so I kind of want to volunteer. Unless
Please,
somebody else wants to.
no problem. Go for it.
So I'm pretty sure last session started in the middle of a dryad battle, dryad and drow, and it continued playing out, and it was a bit hectic. We were facing the dryad, and the dryad got knocked me out, knocked the doctor, and badly hurt Yulof. Corin and Leroy ended up dealing.
We stupidly stood in a line.
I was doing fine actually. I don't think I took any damage.
Yeah, Leroy and Corin ended up dealing with the drow, whilst Yulof and Zishan were stupid and stood in the direct line of fire of a very, very strong whip attack. Yeah. And eventually, when Corin did the thing where the drow started flying and he stuck to it, like, whilst it was flying. Yeah. And he somehow managed to beat the drow and bring it down to earth, whilst almost killing it. Like, you landed on top of it, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. And then the dryads disappeared and we were all saved. And I almost died because I failed the healing check and nobody could get me to 1 HP except for Corin, who used a potion. I think that was right?
I rapidly put them together, yeah.
Yeah. And then Helen entered and said, we've got a bunch of ceremonies to do now because we're gonna become part of the clan. They've got the funeral to do. They've got the new Jarl to, make a new Jarl.
Jarl.
Yeah, and I think that was where we ended.
Absolutely. Give you your well-deserved card. And one person hasn't selected their character yet, and it's Goat.
That would be me. Josh? My character selection's just empty.
Yeah.
All of my notes have vanished.
Uh-oh.
Were you keeping notes inside of the thing?
Yes. Using the functionality of the platform.
So they're not lost. They're not gone. They're just no longer on this server. I can retrieve them, but I would have to shut this one down.
Don't do it right now. Don't do it right now. But if there's any way my notes could come back at some point, I'd love it. Absolutely. You were the person who showed me how to do notes.
Make sure to bring it back up.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, the slight issue of having to pull everyone back. Have you just given yourself a new Corin?
Yes, I have. Yes, that's what I've done. Yeah.
There is a Corin here already. Hang on.
Yeah, I cannot see that one. My character selection is empty.
I've just made... Yeah, try closing it and opening it again. I've just claimed and unclaimed Corin.
Character selection is... I mean, there's a Corin there, but it's got Midnight's picture on it.
There you go.
Wait, what?
That is fine. That is a thing we've seen happening. That is the correct Corin.
I don't have my picture either. Like, nobody has the pictures. All sorts of nonsense and tomfuckery going on.
I don't know why, because on my screen everyone has the correct pictures, but...
Same.
Hang on.
Oh, really? Maybe it's
Corin,
just waiting to load them.
Right now?
My token is, my portrait is not.
I've just updated your portrait and token. I'm also going to delete the backup of the Doctor because it's confusing me.
Yeah, delete it. I don't need it.
Do you need anything from old Doctor?
No.
Okay. Good. There we go. Right. Okay, pictures.
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Pictures?
Tokens are okay, so it's fine. Has there been a massive Venice Grounds update? What did I miss? Why is everything different?
Everything's different because I've moved everyone over to one single server.
Oh yes, with the other crew.
Because there were multiple groups playing in the same setting, yeah.
Yes,
and
that
it
makes
meant
sense.
everything I had changed when I did world building, I had to do twice.
Okay. Does that mean they get to see my notes if you move my notes?
Also, I don't know if it's me or if it's... I don't know if it's me or if it's you, but I'm getting quite a lot of delay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll try and sort it.
Not your fault. I'm just gonna try rejoining the call.
Fair dues. Dice Tower.
Nice dice.
That's
Okay, don't know if that did anything, but wow, I apparently have a 1400 ping.
Oh no.
Is everyone having to redownload stuff?
I thought so. Corin, that's the person who wasn't on my sheet. There we go. Okay, Corin's now in.
Oh, I can see everybody's photos. Yes.
Okay, has everyone got the correct images now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good, good, good. Alright, and my ping is still utterly atrocious. Why is this? Am I downloading something somewhere and not realizing it? Sadly, I can't just turn off Steam.
because Fantasy Grounds is linked to Steam, isn't it? Or
yeah. Okay, well, I think that's as good as it's going to get, unfortunately. So apparently I just have bad ping today. Sorry. Yeah, so some things may have disappeared. Most things should be as they were and basically where they were. Some things I still need to move over. But this should make things easier moving forward, at least.
cool.
Cool.
I also suggest somewhere on your hotbar, it is a very good idea to drag in the top left corner, grab the box and drag that onto your hotbar somewhere so that you have the main map accessible.
That is extremely useful. Thank you.
That is convenient.
That's a
You
great
can drag
thing.
actions down there too.
Yes, absolutely. You are like nowhere near any of the pins.
Oh, I see. Where are we?
You are all the way where that single solitary pin near Arbros is.
Oh, I see. Oh,
Yeah.
for Steinjäger.
Yeah.
Steinjäger.
The
Stein of Jägermeister.
So, if you click on that and you get Fort Steinjäger's entry up, what you can do, if you want to specifically do notes about a place, you should have a little button you can click that lets you type stuff, so you actually get to add your own notes to the world entries. If you want to. You can also note down things in whatever manner pleases you the most.
That's great. Very handy.
And if anything goes wrong, it doesn't matter, because it basically just types it in. I can edit it as needed. So if anything goes in there that shouldn't, I can just delete it. All right. So you have just gotten your defeated a drow, and you've managed to finally find yourself a moment of peace. There's going to be a day or so of rebuilding before the ceremonies and whatnot, and you are all able to get a night's rest, which I mean you all get a lovely, lovely long rest.
So get rid of some of my dyings?
Yeah, I think get rid of one dyings.
You get rid of all your dyings when
that's great.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
You get rid of all your dyings, but you don't regen all your health.
How much health do you regen?
It's all right. I've only got one wound right now, so that's the way around I wanted it.
Is the health you regen equal to
depends on your. It depends. Your level also factors in.
What do I get with a level 3 person? 1 + 1 con.
Okay. Everyone who was injured is still injured, but less so.
I'm not.
Now, is there anything anyone wishes to do on the before the next morning, as you are given the same room to sleep in as before?
Well, I would like to take a moment for my daily preparations to prepare. Okay, I can make 2 talismans currently. Who wants a talisman?
What do they do?
A number of things. Do you want a talisman that allows you to not kill someone when you try to help them with medicine, with first aid?
I am very, very
Sounds immensely helpful.
confident that I will never do that because I'm a doctor, so...
Please take one.
Specifically, it's something that you can activate when you critically fail a first aid attempt. Make it not a critical failure.
Out of character, that sounds immensely useful. In character, she's way too prideful of her own skills.
Don't you worry, because Leroy won't explain exactly what's the point of this.
What does Leroy say?
Yeah.
Some people might see that Leroy is starting to put together random pieces of stuff, like stuffing, toys, buttons, and random things, and he's making a very little doll-looking thing, like a couple centimeters at most, that is vaguely in the shape of an angel, with wings and stuff, but with buttons and random pieces of string on it, and and in the morning he will go to the doctor and be like, "Doctor, for your great help in trying to keep everyone alive during these trying times, I would like to give you the Crying Angel Medal of Honor for great service as a doctor. It should help you in moments of crisis as well. I put some amount of the magic of the people in it."
Zishen's not a morning person, so she kind of just takes it, looks at it groggily, and like just hugs it, and then goes back to sleep. Just turns around.
It lasts only for the day, but basically you can affix it. It will be affixed to your armor, and you can envision it's a Crying Angel pendant. You can find it in the thingy.
Cool.
Are you going to be a father, Leroy?
Well, I assume that eventually I will need to produce a heir, but it's not in my priorities right now.
Oh, was that not your child that you gave to Zisha?
Oh no, it's an important. It's just a symbol. It's a very nice symbol, but
she looked just like you. She had your eyes.
Literally.
Can you even have children, actually? How does that work?
Well, of course I can have children. I mean, every king has heirs at some point.
Right. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it.
He's talking about adoption.
That makes sense.
Would you like, Corin, do you feel like you deserve a medal as well?
Sorry. No, not really.
You were very brave going up on that flying...
Yes, it was incredibly brave.
Yes, maybe, but not deserving of a medal that I don't really... I'm fine, thank you.
Nonetheless, Leroy takes out what seems to be a small figurine of a cat, like a cat-looking medal thing, and he's like, well, nonetheless, I think you deserve this for your incredible aerial maneuvers, and I will give you a jade cat, which allows you to reduce fall damage.
Thank you. Just awkwardly take and pop it in one of my side hit bags.
Technically, I need like 10 minutes to affix it to your armor, but whatever, it's just flavor. Cool. It needs to be affixed to something to work. But okay. It takes 10 minutes, 20 minutes total, it's pretty fast.
I still put it in my side bag.
Yeah.
As a side note, I mentioned at the end of last session about searching the Drow lady before she was taken away.
Yes, indeed.
Did that resolve into anything?
So you've gotten a hand crossbow and some empty vials that clearly contain something poisonous.
Cool. I believe I already have a hand crossbow. I think you do. I have
yes, I can give you. I can give you a hand crossbow. Sure.
Yeah, that'd be great. Other than that, I would like to just go gather more ingredients for my elixir of life.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Would you like to give me a little survival roll there, please?
A little rolly roll.
Little rolly roll.
Oh my god, I don't have any survival.
You know the players love a rolly roll.
Okay, you're able to get a little bit of this and that. You can get some dandelion, some chamomile. You get a lot of stuff that would be rather nice in a cup of tea. That might work to make your elixir more palatable. It's not going to be a great elixir, but you reckon you can whip something up with a bit of time.
Okay, cool. I will.
If you smash enough dandelions up and distill it into a refined enough, strong enough power liquid, then probably do something. Give someone a shock if nothing else.
Sometimes that's what you need.
I will do that then.
Okay. Would you like to? I'll tell you what. You won't need to make a roll. You'll just be working on it for a half hour or so.
Cool.
If I get I don't want.
No, go ahead.
I want to interrupt. If I get a moment, once I distributed some medals for the last battle, I would like to go around and try to gather some general information about how everyone is holding up, and particularly, I would like to see, because I felt inspired by seeing the dryads coming out alive from the wood. I would like to work on my abilities to craft magic bullshit as a puppet and ask around for materials, stuff that nobody's using, woods, especially any trash that I can utilize, basically, and also see if everyone is doing okay and if I can help around.
You can give me a diplomacy roll if you like, but it's going to be difficult to get anything useful because
I don't expect to find much. It's just for flavor.
The town has just been partially destroyed, so most of the things that are available are now being used to fix the walls. And yet, some people are able to find some wood for you.
Wait, that's deception. I rolled deception instead of diplomacy. Sorry.
Well, what's your diplomacy bonus?
I have plus 12 instead of plus 10.
Oh. Okay, well, it's the same result then.
That makes a difference.
You were able to get a couple of the villagers. They are stressed but doing okay, and they're able to give you a couple handfuls of firewood that you might be able to use.
Of course, while I do all of this, I will repay any amount of products that I get with work, basically. I am fairly strong. I can actually help people around, even if it's unexpected for a small puppet to do so.
They kind of have strong people already.
I'm trying my best to help around. If I'm the king, I need to do my part.
All right. Well, you could spend some time hanging out with the townsfolk. Is anyone else doing anything before bed?
I'm gonna go. I guess I'll try and, because I'm presuming there's a fair number of people wounded.
There are actually only a handful of wounded.
That makes
it pretty successful.
Easier then. I'll try and help anybody who looks injured just before I get to nip off to bed.
All right. Do you want to give me a quick medicine?
Yeah. That's not that tab. Not that tab. Is there a way to put like medicine on your hotbar so you can just strip it out?
Yeah. You go to wherever the die roll button is.
Yeah.
Hover over it and drag that into one of your hotbar slots.
Oh. Okay, cool. That worked. Yeah, I've got.
And then if you right-click it, you can change the name.
Got 27.
Excellent. You're absolutely able to make sure everyone is healed up nice and good. Some people might need a walking stick for a little while, but everyone should be in decent shape. Cool. You also discover someone that apparently had a fracture in their arm that no one had noticed before, and you get that splintered up as well, so people are pretty happy.
Cool. I did a thing.
All right.
Eulath would be hiding all of her belongings as carefully as she possibly can. Because Helen's a bitch. And she will have her little special doll that she's not going to let out of her sight, which I think I said last time. I've hidden the letter in my special doll. And then I would just have a little dazed wandering around the village, thinking about that weird old woman I saw, but also looking for any weird signs or symbols in the area, anything just randomly weird that might signify anything. So kind of walking around talking to herself, looking like she's half asleep, but secretly keeping a good spy out for any evidence of any cults or sects or anything like that.
Okay. I don't think I'm going to need you to roll on this. The only cult around is a cult of one, which you already were very familiar with that being here.
Have they left any weird marks or anything?
I mean, they've done...
Do they communicate in weird ways?
There's like murals around the place and such. Little protective charms, many of which have been smashed up by the dryads.
Yes. And is that what they use to... I'm using my schooled in secrets. abilities. So, just is there anything particularly notable about this? Murals. Is there anything in there communicating that a normal person wouldn't see, or are they just murals?
They are mostly just murals.
That's fine.
If you give me I will take a religion roll. If you like.
Religion. That's a thing. Oh,
it is certainly a skill.
I attempted to roll and broke things.
Oh, that's shiny.
It's a 12.
Ooh, very nice. Okay, so you will know that while you understand that it's these people worship Wone, so it makes sense that they put charms from Wone around. That is, theologically speaking, the worst possible deity to ask for protection from. Okay. Because they are asking for the pure embodiment of change and chaos to keep their big solid walls safe and static.
Okay.
So you suspect that whoever did this probably doesn't actually know that much about Wone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Cool. And do you want me to roll anything for hiding my stuff?
No, you want me to roll for that.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
No, and I'll go and stare at the windows that turned into Grandma's face for a while. And just think about Grandma.
Pleasant stained glass windows.
And wonder who she was and what that was all about, because it was weird. That's me.
All right. Anyone else?
All good. Nothing.
Okay. Then I would like, as you all drift off to sleep, a will save from you lot, please.
Oh my god. Okay. That's on the front page.
Please make
there
it.
There it is.
Yep.
No, not really.
Oh.
Plus 16. It's not terrible. See if I have any cards that don't have. No, I'll take a 16. It's fine.
Okay. I just need to check something.
Never a good thing.
I don't know if I can cure psychic damage yet.
Okay, I thought that was the case. Right. Then you lot.
Yes. Yes, Josh.
As you drift off to sleep, and after a short, dreamless sleep, not sleepless sleep, that makes no sense. After a dreamless sleep, you will awaken before anyone else. And it is uncomfortably cold.
Okay. As in cold in the room?
The whole room is really cold.
Okay. Does it appear to be like a natural cold? Is there snow blowing at the window?
Looking outside, yeah, there is snow falling, and it looks slightly frosty as well.
Wow. Would that be weird for the time of year? I forget what kind of time of year it was, but...
Yeah, it's... So right now, it is kind of late autumn. You shouldn't really be getting snow for at least another month or two.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And when I look outside, do I see anything, or is there anyone in the room?
When you look out of the room, you will see the fire is going in the hall. But in the hall, the fire is sort of blue and white and cool. And as you step out, and you feel the cold, and it's like frost forms on the stone as you step out there. You'll see some of the some of the stone and woodwork of the tables and chairs just kind of contort and form themselves around one chair at the head of the long table. Nothing's in it, but it contorts itself into a rocking chair and starts steadily going back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth.
Is that you, Grandma?
You get no response.
Walk up to the chair. Try and stop it rocking.
You stop it rocking, and you feel just this sense that everything is cold but comfortable.
I mean, in Yulos world, this is just normal. Weird stuff happens for no particular reason. So, I guess, is there anyone else awake? Is it?
No, you don't see anyone else awake.
I'm gonna go and try and wake Leroy up.
Okay, you go and try to wake Leroy up, and as you put your hand on Leroy to try and shake him awake, you notice that there's markings, black and silver, all on your hand and going up your arm.
Okay. I'll cast Detect Magic.
Okay, you go to cast Detect Magic, and the sigils on your arms light up in a bright white light, and you wake up.
Oh, so it was a dream.
Huh.
Oh. Very strange. What's going on when I wake up?
When you wake up, who rises early in the group?
Not Dr. Z.
Yeah.
I'm probably a bit used to an early rise.
I believe Leroy will wake up almost immediately the moment Ulot wakes up, because amongst these tasks there is also to make sure that she sleeps properly. I mean, he's still a doll. You know?
He's still a doll.
What?
Ah! Oh,
Enemies at the door. Who is it?
no, nothing. Just a strange dream. Oh. Is it warm? Is it normal?
It is warm and comfortable.
And do I still feel cold at all?
You
Psychosomatically?
Look, and you don't feel cold anymore, but as you check, you do have markings on both of your arms.
And if I cast Detect Magic on them?
They are not magical.
Okay. I will show them to Leroy. And anyone else who is awake. I thought it was just a dream, but I dreamed these marks and now they're here. Which again isn't particularly unusual for her.
What will they need to do? I don't know what kind of marks are these, but will this be something that needs occultism or esoteric lore or arcane or arcana, or I don't know. I am technically trained in every knowledge skill, so
this would be occultism.
Occultism. Let's go with occultism. So a good old recall knowledge. 20. Fair.
Fair.
You don't know. Some weird symbols.
Will I be able to establish if it's a language or if it's just symbols, abstract symbols, or symbols that I don't?
It does appear to be some sort of sensical script.
And it's not Fey or Ark or Cerulean, I assume, which are the only languages I can speak.
No.
Josh?
Pardon?
It's not Sylvan or Fey or whatever it's called. I assume it's not Ark because, of course, it's not Ark. So yeah, I don't know what it is, but it seems to be a language of some sort, at least. fascinating. I don't quite know what this could mean, but
we should see if anybody else has one.
Do I have markings?
You do not have markings, no. However, I will take an occultism from you, Loth.
Okay. I was playing dumb there, but yeah, no, 3. Wait, why did it? What? It should have a +5. Oh, it did nature.
Try that again.
Well, no, it's come on, it's an 8, Josh. It's an 8. Don't be nice.
I don't want to be mean.
No, well, it's not mean. It's just I rolled a 3 +5, so it's an 8.
All right.
I have no idea what they are either. Great.
You have some weird stuff on your arms.
Excellent. Just another day in Ulof land.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Presuming our conversation may have woken everyone else up.
Yes.
She'll do her best to cover them up for now.
Okay.
That's quite noisy for so early in the morning.
I'm sorry, Dr. Z. I dreamed some tattoos and now I have tattoos.
That sounds bad. Can I have a look?
They don't hurt. But sure.
Most infections don't to begin with.
Oh.
That's
well, I trust your wisdom.
I don't. I mean, yeah, me too. That's I'm gonna try the same occultism roll then to try and decipher these markings.
Okay.
For a time of the charm, right? Ooh, that's even worse. By the way,
it is not enough for you to understand what it is, but it is enough. Are you just mulling it over in your own head, or are you going over it out loud?
Going over it out loud so everybody can hear what I'm saying.
Okay, well that will be enough to give Yuloth another try.
By the way, I didn't get that card from before, which... Oh, nice! That's highest we've rolled.
Alright. So Yuloth, you will start to get a sense that these are instructions of some sort.
Okay.
And I will be giving you a new thing in your inventory.
Okay.
You're gonna learn how to punch somebody.
It's a recipe, everyone.
For magic bread.
Magic recipe. Okay, yep, there it is. I have some writing on my arms.
Cannot say what it is.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, if I've done this right, you should be able to.
Yes, I can.
See the info inside.
I can.
Excellent.
I will have to take time to digest it.
Very good. There are some rules at the bottom that are worth.
Yes, that's what I was looking at. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Cool.
Yes, that is what has appeared on your arms.
Okay.
I can't make any sense of it.
I don't think it's dangerous. I think Grandma gave it to me.
Old women handing out tattoos of power is no way to establish.
Boo, boo. I know what you're trying to do there.
Cheeky reference.
It almost worked.
Also awake, so morning.
Morning, everyone.
Morning, Corin. I guess we've got a long day ahead of us.
What are we going to do?
Rituals, cut up open a dead body, and more rituals.
Are we really going to join their tribe? Their clan?
They said so.
Well, surely it's our decision.
I suppose that's true, but I kind of feel like it would be rude to turn it down at this point.
Well, you know that Helen stole my letter.
Oh yeah, she's going to be Jarl, isn't she?
I don't know what these people are about, but I don't trust them.
We could just sneak out.
Does anyone have a sense what they're up to? What do they want?
Sure, really.
I believe some of them are still unsure about the future, and their belief system is all about proving oneself. So they didn't know much about us and wanted to know more. At least that's what I'd like to think. But at the same time, her behavior was definitely inappropriate. And once she fully recognizes me as the king, I will have a stern talk with her about it. That said, I am of course part of my own clan, and you can consider all of you can consider yourselves honorary members as far as I'm concerned. The Traumvolk clan is the most important one. That said, I don't mind, at least for myself as the king, I am to be accepted by every clan in the Cerulean Valley, them included.
Well, to be
but you say you're part of a clan, but you're a puppet or something, are you not?
Yes, I am made of a combination of wool and other stuff, and I have my own clan, of course, because I am the High King, and every High King is a member of a clan.
I'm just high.
I see if he truly believes what he's saying.
If he looks deep inside himself.
Is it true?
I mean, I don't know if that's a perception roll or whatever. Leroy is more or less fully convinced, if a bit delusional about it.
Yeah, I understand that you're actually just crazy, but I'm trying to figure out if you believe you're crazy or you're wrong.
Empathy is used by perception. You're pretty perceptive.
Basically, the general sense of Leroy is that he's a bit confused about his own memories as well. Like, he thinks that all of this is more or less real, but he's not sure how he knows some of the stuff he knows, and it might be completely made up or delusional. He's not entirely sure about it either. He's like, yeah, this is almost certainly correct because I believe in it very much, because I was given life by the belief of people in the first place. But, you know, he has some amount of self-doubt, even if he's a puppet.
Damn, I got all that from a perception check. I'm very perceptive.
I mean, he's a bit of an open book, to be fair.
Right, shall we go interrogate the elf that I do not know what race she is?
I think we should split into two.
The dark elf.
Me and
I
Lee.
would like to talk to the elf, yes.
Me and Yulaf will go and cut open the body. You and Leroy can. I mean, me and Barnu will go and cut open the body because I don't think Yulaf would be comfortable with cutting open the body.
I don't think she'd mind. She'd just be staring off into space, thinking about something else.
Okay, actually,
she could use Mage Hand. Does she have Mage Hand?
Yulaf, your detect magic would be very useful in the body thing. So
yeah, she's got Mage Hand. She can use Mage Hand to root around. Yeah.
Yeah.
She'd be happy with that.
So yeah, I'll stick with Yulaf and cut open a dead body.
And Barnu, if Barnu's willing to come.
And Barnu. Can feed him. No, don't feed him scraps. I mean, and Amaru, because Amaru's like, I mean, I didn't forget Amaru was here.
Absolutely.
So yeah, and you guys can then interrogate the elf. If everybody's good with that.
But of course, she has to answer for the crimes.
Yes, obviously.
you also need to get access to the body.
I leave.
So yeah, me, Yulof, Amaru, and Barnu all head. Did anybody remember how we're gonna actually get access to the Jarl's dead body? It's gonna be Helena, isn't it?
My favourite person.
She seemed to like Amaru, so Amaru can talk to her.
Wait, what? I can try.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like you're the most convincing out of all of us with words.
That's a bad sign.
You're very genuine, Amaru.
I can try, I guess.
Yeah, and if not, we have the bear.
Always a good backup.
Yeah.
Do we know where we can seek her out?
I figure if we... Should be easy enough to spot her. She's got bright red hair and she's like a giant.
We can just ask around town.
Would you like me to send her a message?
Oh, you can do that. Yeah, that'd be perfect. Summon her.
Yes. So, well, I'll send Helen a message to say that we are looking for her, and that we would like to meet her at the lodge, the central place.
You will get a message back saying,
She can only reply back if she can see me.
Fine. Then you get no message back.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, no. You will hear from the other side of the door. Farewell. If you need to, how many words is that? I don't know how spell works. No, and you just hear her come over to and open up the door and say, "Do you just want to come in now?"
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Right. What it is you need?
You know, yesterday we were talking. Amaro, remember what we needed?
Yes, of course. We were wondering if we could take a look at the body
of the Jarl. Yeah.
Yeah. For
why do you need to do that?
Apparently, there's some magical disturbance, as witnessed by our expert mage here, Yulof. Right, Yulof?
Yeah, there was something weird about it.
And it would be bad if it spread.
I do not think that. Considering there was some woman with a dozen tree people, I suspect that may have been some magical disturbance. Not the body of the Jarl that I have known for 30 odd years.
He was dead when we got there, so the elf person could have done something, right?
Did you see him die? Or...
No, you got there before I did.
Yeah.
She may have interfered with his body in such a way that his spirit will not be able to progress to the afterlife in the way that you require it.
Ooh. Give me a religion check then.
Do you want him coming back as a monster? Oh.
Matty.
Okay. You're able to think of a couple things that you might be able to swing just to give enough doubt about that maybe it would
manipulate her into
because of all the
us.
magic going around and could have created a spiritual barrier.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bunch of bullshit.
I suppose, but I'm still not happy about it. I will have our priestess look at his body and she will be able to tell.
Could we accompany her? Perhaps I could help point out to her what the problem is.
We're very skilled at post-mortem. I am skilled at post-mortem. Don't need to cut open the body, to be fair. Not that I was planning.
Okay,
on.
so I would like a diplomacy from you lot. Because frankly, the doctor is making things worse if anything.
No. Yep. The doctor has completely undermined me.
Thank you for your generous offer, but no, our priestess is very accomplished, and we do not need our honored dead to be cut up. Thank you very much.
I didn't say I was. I'm just gonna keep quiet.
Well,
is there anything else I can help you with?
Yes, well, is there anything that needs moving, or?
I had assumed you would want to assist in interrogating the assassin, but...
Yeah, I mean, Corin and Leroy were gonna do that, but since I screwed up this half of the plan, I guess maybe everybody should.
You screwed up what half of what plan?
We didn't have a plan. We were just gonna split up and do different things, you know, because people wanted to look at the body. People wanted to, you know, Amaro. Yeah, go on, continue the conversation.
There's just a bunch of shifty stuff happening right now, so we wanted to make sure we're informed by looking around, because, I mean, like, there's obviously some weird magic that the drow could do, so if we had, like, more information on what might have happened to the body, we might have had some information to use against the drow in the interrogation, stuff like that.
Bazinga.
She actually pauses at that.
Yes, you do, Josh. Ro makes a good point.
Give me another diplomacy there.
Ooh.
From the mighty Amaro.
19.
Oh, nice.
Alright, fine, but we do not want to crowd it. 2 people can have a look at the body before we interrogate the assassin.
Yeah, that can definitely work.
There will be no touching of it.
No, we'll just be looking.
Good.
Fair? Yeah, I can. Yeah. Pick me.
Then the body is with the into temple at the moment. I will be preparing the prisoner, should you need me.
Cool.
Alrighty, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks.
It is my duty to assist the party of the king.
Okay, so Yulof, is it me or you that's gonna go, or is it gonna be me?
Well, I think you should go, for sure.
Cool. Good.
I mean, perhaps I could stand back from a distance and gather information without Helen being aware that I was there.
Yeah, okay.
As we had the conversation walking to the temple with Helen not present.
Yes.
Because I can do Mage Hand within 30 feet, and I can do Detect Magic within 30 feet, so...
And Barnu can be there too, sniffing things.
Yeah, he's not a person, is he?
Oh. Yeah, he doesn't... I guess he doesn't quite count.
He probably doesn't count.
Yeah.
At least she probably wouldn't count him.
Yeah, exactly. I'll stand back and see if I can watch from a distance.
I guess I'll just try and observe the body closely and do as much as I can without touching him.
God, you make that sound so bad. Okay, sure.
Okay, yeah. I mean, fair. I don't want to talk to the priestess. Anybody else can do that.
Amaru, you're up.
Yay. Wait, are we like at the was it a temple?
Yeah, the priestess's temple, right?
Okay. Oh wait, she actually probably doesn't know yet about her task. Huh. Okay, I guess I knock on the gate? On the door? Right.
You can knock on the door, yes. There's a wooden carved door with a massive engraving of Wone's face, just sort of staring vaguely outwards.
Ugh.
You knock on his nose, and it comes in half and opens, and you'll see that the priestess is indeed inside, currently doing something involving candles and some kind of bottles of unguents to the body.
Ew.
Hello, ma'am. We were asked to survey what like your
Jarl.
yeah, like the procedure, because we have some suspicions that there might be the drow might have done some magical stuff to the body, so we were wondering if you might allow us to.
Of course. That's fine. Just come in and just close the doors. Otherwise, it smells will get out.
Yes, of course.
Cool, that went well.
Mark, I guess, quickly rushes in.
So
Eloth will try and sneak around and see if there's a window that she can peer through.
okay, give me a stealth there.
Okay, I think I invested in stealth for this very reason. 22.
That was a good investment.
Nice.
Okay, so you managed to find a window that you have to sort of climb up a bit to get to, but you have an almost bird's eye view of the proceedings, and you're able to sort of hide like just behind a barrel that's pushed up against the side of the building.
And am I within 30 feet of the body?
Yes.
Great.
Nice.
Well, it says it's this what we're doing, we're just purifying the body so that to give them the best chance, we need to give them, some food so that they have their strength up, and then we need to make sure they have a weapon and armor and such, and then we're going to put them in a hole for hygiene. You understand?
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So what we need to. In fact, you look like you might be able to. Would you give me a hand with the sewing, please?
Yeah. That's me, right? Not.
She says to Amaru.
I'd love to.
Just glares at Amaro.
So if I just takes it, and she takes this massive, like, larger than a greatsword, and just like, just clangs it down on the table and grips his hand around it. Just, alright, what you need to do, just take the hand here, and you should just sew that up around the hilt, alright?
Okay. I guess I attempt to do that.
Absolutely. Give me a crafting there.
Uh-oh. That's gonna be a good old dice roll. Okay, not too bad.
You do a sloppy job, but the job is done, and it's secure at least. You have done the thing in sewing where you miss a few stitches, and when you pull it, you end up with this weird kind of blob of tangled thread, and you just go, "Oh no, that's fine. Just go over it a couple more times, and it'll be fine. No one will notice." Alright, so then you just need to give him a helmet and then we need to give him something to take into the other world. So just over there's some steaks. If you just grab one of those and then feed them to the body.
Meanwhile, I've cast Detect Magic, and I'm staring intently at what's going on.
Okay. You were saying there is magic in this whole place, but there doesn't seem to be anything particularly magical about the body.
Anymore. Okay.
But I will take from the people who are close by a perception check.
Okay, cool. Perception.
And I will communicate the magic seems to have left the body by a message to both of them.
You know, I didn't get that card, and it might help with this roll.
Oh, plus 11. Oof. Columbo. Oof.
Oh wait, I should have expert in.
Yeah, you should do, right?
Yeah, I should also have a plus 11.
Yeah.
So that's a 20.
It goes up to 11, plus 11. Oh yeah, it goes up to 2.
Yeah, so
that's 20. Yeah, sorry, that's me just looking at the wrong numbers.
Math hard.
Yeah.
Okay, so you will notice there does in fact seem to be something in his other hand. You notice it looks like there might be a piece of paper or something kind of like scrunched up in his hand.
Ma'am, may I ask, like, is this paper for something?
What paper?
The paper in his other hand.
I didn't notice any paper in his other hand.
Could I take it? Just to see what it is?
I would not disturb the body if I was you.
Okay, that is understandable.
Can I hear them saying this through the window?
Yes.
I will use my turn to attempt to pluck the...
Okay, this is going to be challenging because you're having to pull something from a rigor mortis grasp, so...
Well, it may not be strong enough.
I will take an occultism roll, please.
Okay.
Can I attempt to help her in any way? Because I can see this. And
what way?
Loosen up the hand.
It's basically, you would notice the paper moving slightly, and that's it, because my mage hand is invisible.
It's invisible. Okay, I guess I can't. That's fair.
It's just like psychic moving of things.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
You are able to pull it a little bit, but you are not able to quite free the paper.
Okay.
Can I have an attempt now?
I will message to Zishan and say, I can't quite get it free.
I guess I'll just plain steal it.
Okay. Give me a thievery.
I don't know if this actually procs this, but I got a feat at this level that I guess it doesn't matter.
Damn.
Yeah, a feat called pickpocket, so I can steal stuff from people's pockets without them noticing.
Well, it doesn't matter because you're just able to take it. You just wave your hand, it is gone.
Cool.
Nice.
You feel the flow of the air pressure in the room as Yuloth moves slightly, creating an air current in the window, and you just nudge the table slightly with the side of your boot, and it just knocks it out of the hand and just swishes on the air currents under the table and into your waiting hand.
That's perfect. Yeah, I'm not going to read it at the moment because that seems a bit silly because she's right there. I'm just going to nudge Amaru and say we can leave now. Just whisper, we can leave now.
Is there anything else that we can do, or is the procedure mostly
it's about done now. I mean, if you would like to help me get him to a hole, that would be fine.
I think I can help with that. that, sure. I have a big brown bear that we might be able to put him on, and he can maybe help carry.
That would be good. Yes. Really need to get someone to help me with the grave digging side of things. I'm not getting any younger for that sort of thing.
Yeah, strength also isn't my strongest side. That's why I have him. And I give like a little wheat or a whistle. That's it. To call Barney to my side. Wait, actually, I should call Barney.
You give a whistle, and out of your cloak, just appears, and just as like several tables are just shoved back as a bear materializes in this very small room.
There he is.
That's where you were keeping him.
Yeah, I was already wondering where he was. Actually, wait, is the door big enough for him to go outside?
Oh yeah, it's a temple door. It's a small temple, but like the door is basically the entire width of the whole place.
Okay, good. Otherwise, I would have been a little bit uncomfortable. Okay, I guess I ask the priestess to help me.
Yes. You grab the legs, I'll grab the rest.
Alrighty.
As he just clangs onto Banu.
Well, this is unceremonious. No. You guys look like you've got this sorted, so...
Yeah, we'll be able to fix this
I'll just go and meet with you, Loft. She's probably wondering where we are by now.
Alright, guess I'll see you in a bit then.
Cool. Skedaddles away.
Alright. Banu waddles off, following the directions of the priestess to, you'll see, Amaru, just a hole that's been dug, like along the side of the interior walls. There's several graves, they're not particularly well marked.
Simple's best.
Just jack him in, sir. He just rolls him off into the hole and then starts just shoveling dirt onto him.
Wow.
I guess I help with that and tell Banu to start pushing as well.
Alright. Banu just like sits down next to the big pile of dirt and just rolls over to shove it all in.
That works.
Once it's done, because the dirt's fairly soft, sort of Banu gets up and there's just sort of the shape of the top of a bear that's been indented into the grave.
I feel like the Jarl would approve.
Alright, let's jump back to Team Inside. Team Inside, what are you all doing?
Well, we need to talk to the elf lady, to the mercenary. I would like to take a moment with Corin. Listen, Corin, we need to be careful in how we talk to this mercenary. We want to get as many information out of her, so we don't. It's best if we don't antagonize her unnecessarily. I will try to soften her a bit, and then you can be the bad cop if you want. I don't know if there is the concept of good cop, bad cop in the Cerulean Valley, but you know what I mean.
I mean,
you can be the bad inquisitor, bad inquisitor, good inquisitor, bad inquisitor. I believe it's best if we try to soften her attitude towards us first. Try to see if we can find a compromise, and specifically, I would like to know who hired her.
I think she's probably only going to give us information if we beat it out of her, but perhaps we can try that first.
I believe that's giving her the chance to not be executed would probably help her give us information. So, you know, I believe in the opposite direction, but let's try to find a middle ground.
Sure.
So yeah. Where is she being held currently?
She is being held in the jail cell. The one jail cell this town has, which is inside the main hall. It's basically a side room with some bars on it.
Well, let's go there then.
Certainly, you can go in, and Helen is there, just reclining against the door.
Helen, my dear friend, it's nice. It's fine. It's nice to see you here. You can help with the interrogation, and we can get all the info we need out of this mercenary.
She raises an eyebrow at you. I am so glad that Your Highness will allow me to assist with the interrogation. Please, follow me. She'll open the door for
perception, but he actively refuses to recognize the sarcasm. Mm. I don't believe there is sarcasm in this. There is not. I won't believe it. So yeah, now he's shielding up.
She opens the door, and inside, the woman is basically tied to a chair in the room. The room has a window, but the windows are barred on a small table, and basically nothing else. And she is currently has pushed the chair to lean against a wall, and is staring at the ceiling.
Greetings. I see you. I'm glad you are. I hope you're. Sorry. Leroy is better spoken than me. I hope you've been treated with the respect owed to war prisoners, at the very least. Any complaints you have might be given to me as the king. That said, we are going to need to talk to you and get some answers about what you did. I'm sure we can find a compromise. We don't need to recur to violence of any kind, and if you prove to us that you are not a threat, we might even find a way to show you the mercy of the king. And you might find a way to redeem yourself of your actions. I'm not going to talk for 1 minute straight, but basically I'm trying to start with making an impression, trying to improve her attitude towards me as much as possible before we start.
She sort of leans her chair back to the floor, says, you know, if you're going to try and get information based on a lie, perhaps next time try something that might be remotely believable.
Right. Walk across the room and punch him in the jaw.
Will I be able to roll before we resort to violence? Will they be able to roll, I don't know, diplomacy to try and...
I mean, I think you're a bit... Unfortunately, you're a bit late for that, because violence has been resorted to now.
Ah, for fuck's sake. Corin, can we not resort to violence, please?
I'm punching her straight in the jaw.
Yeah, you just did.
I would like to try and stop him if possible.
Okay. I guess give me each of you an athletics roll.
That's fine for me.
Okay, so Leroy, how are you able to stop Corin punching this woman in the jaw?
I believe if I can try to pull a bit of bullshit on her, I would like to basically trip Corin subtly and then grab him by the back like, careful friend, you almost fell over there. You know, trying to dissimulate the violence that was about to happen.
All right.
I don't realise he tripped me?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm giving you a stern look and being like, please, let's first try to talk. Don't destroy all the goodwill immediately.
So is she leaning against the wall in her chair?
She's no longer leaning against the wall. She's got her chair flat now.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna stand behind her and cross my arms.
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair. Intimidation.
Intimidating.
Listen. The tribe is rightly agitated after what you did, but I am trying to respect...
She just sort of cuts you off. It's like, I understand that with your stature it may be difficult to tell, but if you want someone to be intimidating sort of bodyguard, perhaps don't pick someone that short.
Oh shit.
Standing on my tiptoes behind her to just look over her shoulder.
I believe that that specific short fellow, and he's not short, he's a perfectly normal size, but I believe that he was the one that pummeled you into the ground during our fight, so I will not act so
yes,
around him.
this fellow behind me isn't short, and she thrusts her head back in an attempt to headbutt Corin.
I'm gonna fake sneeze on her face.
This is some spicy interrogation, crew.
A drama.
What's your raise to there, Corin? Okay, it's not going to be enough to actually hit you, but it comes close.
Yeah, I fake sneeze on her face.
What, you walk around her to then face
I
her?
take my respect, you, sir.
No, so she you're standing behind, so she just shoves her head backwards, if you see what I mean, to try and...
okay, and I fake sneeze in the back of her head there.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't walk around the table, get real close and fake sneeze, then go back.
That would be a power move, though.
Is there a chair, while he does the sneezing, is there a chair or something I can stand upon to look at him straight in the eyes?
You can get a chair, certainly.
Sure. I will get on a chair, stare at her, and stomp my royal scepter on the ground. Listen here, fellow. I understand that you think you can walk over this place with your fancy tricks and magic, but I am the High King of the Cerulean Valley, Leroy von Traunvolk, and you will respect my authority.
Well, that's certainly a demand that you are making.
What would I need to do to try and actively intimidate her? Like, I understand that it's not easy to intimidate her as a puppet, but...
You can give me an intimidation roll, but it's not going to be easy to intimidate her full stop.
I'm trying to just put her down a peg, not necessarily, you know.
No,
I'm not trying to scare her. I am pretty intimidating, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, unfortunately, she is experienced.
That's fine. I'm just putting I'm trying to regulate the tone of the conversation. I'm not trying to scare her shitless. Just, you know. Now, I understand that you think you're above the High King, but I believe we can find some amount of compromise or understanding at the very least. What's your name? To start with. I wouldn't want to call you fellow or prisoner much longer.
Don't worry, you won't have to.
Ooh.
I raise a string eyebrow at her.
Just to give you an idea.
I mean, she's good.
She's trying.
My roll is still better, but she's good.
Listen, this can go really to one of two ways. One is that you leave here alive, you repaper the town, rebuild the walls, and whatnot, and the second is that they drag you out to the square and they burn you alive, probably.
What's the normal execution procedures here, Helen? What do you usually do when you need to execute someone?
Well, usually we will cut off their head. Because we are a modern and responsible people.
Yes, that's a very humane way to execute prisoners. Nonetheless, unpleasant.
Don't blame my fret.
I'm pretty sure once you're dead, it doesn't really matter.
Well, doesn't really seem like we're going to get much out of her then, so we may as well get on with the execution.
Listen here. I'm really, and I'm being honest here, I'm really trying to find a way to help you out and find a middle ground, but you're not helping at all. My friend here would like to resort to more direct violence, but I thought of you as a smart person that will be able to understand our position and maybe cooperate with us. I am not a person of violence, a king of violence if I can avoid it, but I will resort to any means necessary to protect my people. So please, help me out here and start by introducing yourself.
If you think you're a king of some sort, then, well, you're clearly mad. I don't have anything to say to you.
Look, all we want to know is why you've done this. We are not natives of the region, and we won't be here for much longer. Just want to know why.
Give me a diplomacy there, Corin.
Go. Yeah.
That's
okay,
pretty
cool.
good.
I landed on 2 on the screen.
I am merely acting on behalf of some benefactors that have been wronged and deserved justice. And I'm sure you can understand that if I were to reveal who they are, then that would rather mitigate the entire purpose of all of this.
Does she actually believe that that the benefactors in questions have been wronged, or is she like just?
Give me a perception.
Yes, exactly. That's not exactly a good roll. But...
Yeah, you think she believes it?
We don't need specifics from you, but is this against the town as a whole, or specifically the...
I'm afraid I have said all I am at liberty to say.
Helen, will you bring the prisoners' items, equipment? Particularly anything of value, or sacred symbols, or the like.
Well, I gave the things that I confiscated to Corin.
Oh, sorry, then. Corin, will you give me anything of value? Particularly anything of personal value, emotional value, not specifically a costly thing. Any personal symbol or trinket or gadget or the like.
I shrug my shoulders.
This is actually a question for you, Josh. Like, does she have anything that would reasonably be... Would I be able to... How do you say that again? Searcher, basically, for...
You already have.
Okay. What did we get of her? A weapon?
You got a weapon off her. She is She's basically just wearing, not even really armor, like just hard-wearing clothes. Nice hard-wearing clothes, but still.
We got a hand crossbow and a couple of empty vials that had some type of like semi-poisonous substance.
Let's go with the crossbow for now. I will take the crossbow and look it over. Is it?
No, hold on. No, you don't. I'm holding it. It's mine. It's mine now.
Don't worry. You can have it after I'm done. I'm just trying to ask the crossbow some questions, as the prisoner herself is not especially cooperative. You've seen him talk to items before. It's not new, necessarily. I mean,
as he's doing that, I'm just gonna ask. So, may we consider that this threat is over now, or?
Yes.
So it was just against the Jarl.
I can neither confirm nor deny that. But as far as I'm aware, this is the only retribution thought necessary.
Look, the man can't have had that many enemies outside of town that would go this far just to kill him. We can ask the townspeople and we will find out. As I'm saying this, I'm sort of like keeping the corners of my eyes out on Helen to see what she's reacting to.
I would suggest that if you want to find that, as I understand, quite a long list, then perhaps you should ask whoever is in charge now. And you can see out of the corner of your eye, Helen is looking a little bit uncomfortable.
I would like to take a moment to basically search if I can find any psychometric resonance on her or her objects of any kind.
Okay.
Maybe there isn't, but if I spend a minute looking around, I should be able to find any emotional resonance.
You find 0 emotional resonance on this weapon.
Anything on her clothing or anything around?
No. You get a distinct sense of a highly professional lack of caring.
That's honestly a bit disgusting from Leroy's perspective. He's actually looking at her with a bit of disgust, like, you should really take better care of your possessions. That's terrifying, horrible of you. How could you, really? Such a loyal weapon and you don't care in the slightest. I'm appalled at your lack of care.
As he's talking, I want to just head over to Helen, sort of nudge her, and walk out the room.
Alright. She will follow you out of the room.
So? Are you going to tell us why this all happened, or?
I would imagine it is something from the past Jarl's history that is finally come to bite them in the ass.
No, you know why. You must know. There are not many people that would go this far just to kill one man. If you are close to him, you've known him for 30 years. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that you know exactly which group or person has sent her.
The Jarl has made a lot of enemies in his life. He was a boisterous and arrogant man, and I am not surprised that this is how he met his end.
Look, if we find no leads here, we are going to leave town, and whoever did this is going to get away scot-free. Do you not care about getting revenge for the people who are truly responsible, or?
I think what is done, and it may be best to leave it at that.
This. Oh, she did it. She did it. Yeah, just as she's been talking, can I have been like trying to pay attention to see if she's... I know she's hiding something, but does she seem like she's maliciously hiding it, or she just... You know, is it more of a, oh, I want to keep his legacy intact, you know, something like that?
Give me a perception, but it's going to be pretty tricky.
You will take a tricky perception.
Yeah, you're right. She is clearly hiding something, but you can't tell more than that.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's fine. I'll, well, if that's how you want to play this, then let's go back inside, see if we can get anything else out of her before
Very well.
you execute her. And I'll head back inside.
All right.
Well, I
She
believe
does
it's
not
time.
follow you.
I believe it's time to record to some torture. After all, I will take out my icon of mentor.
Okay.
I do not want to record to torture, but you seem to be extremely uncooperative and misunderstand your position. Now, let's start with something simple. I have here a tool that allows me to coerce you beyond your understanding. Would you rather speak to me and try to find a small smidgen of cooperativeness in you, or face the first of many courses on you? At this point, I'm bullshitting her entirely because it is like, I mean, this will be unpleasant, but not to the point of actual torture. So this is pure bullshit. And I mean, I am good at bullshitting. I don't know if it's good enough, but you know, I'm trying.
If you think I will betray my honor and my clients because of a tiny cuddly toys curse, then you are mistaken.
Well, first of all, I'm definitely going to curse her with the icon of mentor at this point. As you wish. This might be unpleasant. I don't believe there is any kind of save. It's just she has extremely unpleasant and fresh air and fresh breath for 48 hours. She doesn't know how long it will last, of course.
Sort of gets a bit, sort of looks up for a moment. What a stupid curse.
Really?
I know it's not necessarily going to help, but I would like to use exploit vulnerability of her.
Okay.
I am pretty sure that she doesn't have any actual vulnerability, but I want to add something to my bullshit.
No, she doesn't have any vulnerabilities.
Ah, yeah, I know, but I can always make one up.
Yeah.
Remember. At least I could, but...
You could, but you sucked.
That's terrible, yes.
It is around this time that everyone else will be returning to the long haul.
So that's why Barnu got high. That's the conversation I'm having with Mario at that point, because that makes most sense.
Barnu is just trailing dirt everywhere.
Huh.
That's messy.
So, what was on the note?
I'm gonna look at that now. What was on the note?
You have a look on the note, and it is a receipt. It is a receipt declaring a formal assassination and an invitation to an honorable brackets, if brief, duel, if the assassinee so wishes. courtesy of, and then scrawled in like the rest is sort of in sort of copper plate, like very nice writing, and it's just sort of scrawled in the bottom of the orphans of Cedarville.
Huh.
And then also there's a price at the bottom.
I think we've got the group that hired.
It's 104 gold.
Whoa! If we take this body in Jarl's body and we take it in place of this this elf, we're gonna get 104 gold. That'd be wrong.
Fuck.
Yeah. Ignore what I think we found like the people who hired the elf.
Now, did you just suggest grave digging?
No, I was thinking it. I did say it out loud.
You said it.
And yeah,
You very much said it. Yeah.
yeah, I was going to, but I didn't, because that'd be disrespectful. Not that it stopped me before, but like, anyway, you know, Orphans of Seed.
They're not buried yet.
Orphans of Seedville.
Seedon.
That's we should probably. This might, you know, if we quickly get this information to the rest of the people who are doing the interrogating, it might help them. Maybe let's focus on that instead of what I said.
Sure. I would. Yeah. Let's do that.
Can Yulov just pass them a message?
Of course. What would you like me to say?
Mention the orphans of
Cedarville?
Cedarville to the elf.
Okay.
What's that?
I'm looking at a map too.
You'd like me to send a message to the drow woman, the dark elf woman?
Oh, no, to send this a message to Corin that mention the orphans of Cedarville.
Yeah. Okay. Send Corin a little message. We found some information that like the orphans of place that have hired her to kill the Jarl might be helpful in your interrogation.
I'm just looking around the room, so confused.
Well, context is a really random thing, huh?
Yeah, I kind of realized that. You know, guess are we gonna actually go to the interrogation place?
I mean, it is just, you can hear everything they're saying. It's like just through a door.
Yeah, okay, I guess.
Oh, we're right there.
We're literally right there.
Yeah, the main hall isn't actually very big.
I step outside and look around for Yulov. There we go. So I say Yulif. Sorry, what did you say?
We got information.
Distracting.
I hand Corin the note.
What does the note say again?
It says an honourable duel between the assassin and the assassinee, and it's a receipt of, you know, of
so she gave him warning that she was coming, and it was a fight to the death.
And he still died.
Did the Jarl have crossbow bolts in him?
No. He had been stabbed.
Oh, maybe the poison vials.
Not really much of an honourable duel with.
I mean, she did also have a rapier that was taken off of her.
Maybe the rapier's poison.
Oh, yeah, so...
Yeah, no, you took it off her, like, immediately.
Oh, okay, cool. Is it poison? Does it, the traces of poison on it?
I think you made her drop it. In fact, when you smacked her up, and then she levitated away. No, you were able to discern that the rapier wasn't poisoned. The crossbow bolts were what was poisoned. You asserted that mainly because that's what you, Corin, was repeatedly shot by and got the effects of the poison.
Huh.
But he didn't have any wounds from crossbow bolts on him.
No.
That means he just
And the
sucked
crossbow
more.
is still loaded at the moment.
It was a single stab wound to the chest.
That means he sucked. He died from one hit. Was he that weak? That seems like... That doesn't seem right. Like, he was big and bulky.
There's clearly something else at play here.
Magic?
Is Helen near us?
No. You don't see where Helen is.
I won't lie.
Maybe he was weakened beforehand?
Hmm.
They could have poisoned his food or whatnot.
This is...
I'm a bit suspect of Helen herself. She doesn't seem what I think she is. No, she's not what she seems she is, I think.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, out of all the suspects we have, Helen's probably the top.
Do we have any other suspects?
No.
Okay. Yeah,
She stole my letter.
Plus, we just don't like Helen.
It's kind of just been suspicious all around.
I mean, we have...
Just so you know, and you should probably interrupt the Leroy at some point. Once he sees that the elf is not talking, he will not give up. Instead, he will start talking ears off about his kingdom to come, his role, the valley, the importance of cooperation, whatever. He's going to annoy her to no end. If he can do nothing else, he will at least annoy her.
Zishen's gonna look at Karen and say, if you want to use cooler methods to try and get some information, amongst what we already have, using this information to gain any more information, I can help you just by patching her up if you want to use something maybe a bit more cool.
Let's keep that for the last moment, shall we? Can I give me a moment with the note in her?
Sure.
And I'll step back in to the room. Just
Okay.
Clear my throat to grab their attentions.
Yes, she will look over to you with this look. She will sort of look over to you and then roll her eyes, sort of pushing her head in the direction of Leroy.
It's a bit strange for an assassin to give warning to their target, is it not?
Well, I am a professional. And speaking as a professional, this has been one of the least effective interrogations of my life. Quite impressive in some ways.
Honestly,
She's sassy.
got what we've not needed from other means. We were just seeing if you had anything else before we go visit the orphans and burn them to the ground.
I think you'll find that challenging.
Will they know anything about Cedarville? Is that a society role or something?
I don't know how Leroy could possibly know about it.
I know a lot of weird shit, but sure. That's fair.
I'll give you a society roll, but you're gonna need like a 30.
Oh.
I am actually hoping to get something out of my dubious knowledge fit and basically get some random piece of info, some that is completely made up and some that is...
I'm afraid in this case it's gonna be a nothing if you don't know it.
Well,
because it's not like a place where there's legends about it.
If I need a 30, it's pointless because... Well, I'm trying because I could get a 20, but if I critically fail, I get nothing, so, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Still, it was worth.
Yeah, you've never heard of Cedarville.
Right, I think we are done with her. She can be strung up or whatnot by the people outside, right?
I must ask, while I still think that you should take better care of your equipment, I do recognize your skill and your professionalism, at the very least. I must ask, are you normally in the business of using dryads? That sounds like not a very assassin-like thing to do. Not very stealthy.
Well, perhaps you should broaden your horizons and not base your thoughts so much on stereotypes. She gives you a big smile.
That is a fair assessment.
I would also suggest let's see if you can work this out, shall we? Do you think I seem particularly calm?
Calm.
That's what I was gonna say.
So yes.
Can I roll a
Why do you
perception?
suspect? What are you trying to
Is
perceive?
just if she's actually calm or just faking it.
Yeah, okay, give me a perception.
Yeah, that's push.
Yeah, she seemed cool as a cucumber. Why do you think that might be?
Either because you do not care what happens to you now, or you believe that somehow you will escape this place.
I think everyone cares about what happens to them, don't they? Otherwise they're idiots.
Suppose so.
Being that I have clearly, as a professional, planned all of this out.
I guess that makes sense. Well, this poison on your crossbow, what does it do?
Oh, it tires people out. Nothing too special. Can't have people chasing
great,
after me, but... Oh.
That's fair.
Okay, just roll me the damage on that. I should note, you hadn't poisoned any of the bolts.
Oh, was the one on it not poisoned?
No, you...
Oh, sorry, yeah, I would have done that then.
Okay, fine.
Just
You sort of
asking
swab
what it
the...
does, I'm like dipping the bolt in or pouring it on or whatever.
Swab the end of it in the remnants of the bottles.
Yeah.
Now I have to look up the poison resist... Actually, hang on. No. That's fine. Actually, it's fine. She clearly is hurt by the fact that you've just shot her with a crossbow bolt. But she looks no less alert. In fact, in some ways, she looks more alert.
No effect,
Did the rest of us hear the crossbow bolt going off?
Yes. You hear a big...
I'm just gonna peek my head round.
Not on me. No.
What do you roll to know more about poisons? I honestly don't know. What skill do I roll to see if I recognize the poison or know anything about it? Crafting, occultism, nature, I don't know. It's an honest question. Thievery?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
What do I roll to see if I know anything about the poison? Like crafting, occultism?
That would be whatever alchemy goes under.
I believe alchemy is mostly crafting.
Crafting, yeah, it'd be crafting.
Which I'm actually good at.
It's a lethargy
How
poison.
did I roll athletics instead of crafting? I have +8 to both actually, so it's not.
It's a lethargy poison. it makes you tired and fall unconscious.
And does it have any specific reasons for having no effect on an elf?
Not that you can see, unless you were, for example, somehow immune to lethargic effects. Though that's not something elves just are.
Elves are not automatically immune to lethargy, yes. That's not a normal thing for elves. I don't know what's not... Because as a player, I know that elves are immune to ghoul poison, I think. But I don't know if there is any correlation between these two things.
I'm gonna raise my gun and point it at the elf. Like, are we? Is this what we're doing now, Corin, or was that just you?
I was just seeing if it did anything, really.
So, I shouldn't probably shoot her.
I shrug. Well, she seems confident that she's going to get out of here, so maybe it's best we ensure that that doesn't happen, yeah?
I aim the gun at her leg, I guess, because, you know, the best way to make sure somebody can't run away is to reduce their ability to run.
Before you pull the trigger, can I just, like, put my finger under your barrel and slowly, like, raise it up towards her chest? If you want to make sure she's not going to get away, there's a more permanent way to ensure that.
I could kill her, but I mean, I look at.
But what would that say about you?
I shoot her.
God.
Nasty.
I mean, that probably won't kill her. I mean,
She was very low on health.
Yeah, a gun shot to the head or
To
to
the
the chest. I
chest.
mean, yeah, that still seems pretty lethal.
do I roll damage?
Yeah, roll me damage.
So that's a D8, and because I think
It's point blank, it's an auto crit.
oh shit, how do I? What's crits? Are just double dice.
You just do the damage twice.
So where's my weapon? It's on the last tab. Does my precision strike thing crit as well?
No.
If it's a fatal weapon, I believe the crit is different from a D6 actually.
Ah, yes, no, it's a fatal D10, so you should actually... Hang on.
I'm sorry.
So you need to roll... Okay, no, you just need to roll 2d10.
2d10. Oh, that's nice. D6, D8, D10.
That's a very cool pistol.
Yeah, I made it myself.
Okay, you shoot her in the chest and she goes unconscious.
I'm gonna...
As you open a massive hole in her chest.
While I do admit that she's unpleasant, I don't think we should resort to killing her yet.
I just go to Leroy, go shh, and I just literally kneel down and go and start, you know, patching her up because that was impulsive and I regret it, but I can save her.
Give me a medicine roll.
I love how Leroy is the reasonable person in this room somehow.
Okay, you managed to stabilize her, despite being shot in the chest.
Karen, you're a terrible influence.
I didn't make you pull the trigger.
I know, but that...
Doctor, we should probably have a talk about the easiness of your use of pistols and guns.
I'm very trigger happy. It's been...
Yes, exactly.
I mean...
You should focus on medicine and on saving lives first. Shooting should be the last resort.
But it's very fun.
I mean, yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, okay, I saved her, so I don't want to be in the room when she wakes up.
I feel like your presence in the room when she wakes up would actually help in getting more out of her. You know, especially if you still have the gun.
Okay, sure. I mean, what are we doing now? We just almost killed her. Helen is Helen here?
Helen is rushing back into the room after hearing the gunshots.
I've halted.
What did you do?
I would like to bullshit Helen a bit and be like, she was trying to free herself, and the doctor had a bit of a twitch reaction to it. She's still alive.
Deception.
She's got a crossbow bolt in her as well.
That's a bullshit. Oh, for fuck's sake. The only fucking low roll on deception I have.
Is Barno?
You just get out of the room. Out of the room before I lock you up in here, Visa.
Yeah, okay. I saved her though. Like these guys.
Wait.
Get out! Get out!
Why do you care?
We are civilized people here. That is not how we treat our prisoners.
She seems convinced to be able to escape with ease. I would recommend extra layers of...
I'm sure plenty of people are convinced they will be able to escape. That doesn't mean they can. That doesn't mean we just go shooting them.
I did not approve of the shooting.
She thinks it's
Yeah.
I'm gonna...
Oh, you did not approve. Oh, I didn't realize that you didn't approve when your underlings did it. Some fucking king.
I'm not his underling. I should just point that out.
I will take offense, but I'm actually pretty sad because she's right. So I will lower my head and be very sad and depressed and exit the room. I'm going to build a kingdom. You shall see.
Just walk out after Leo. I don't want to be in this room. Amaro, hey.
What happened?
Keep an eye on me. Don't ever. Stop. I did something silly. I shot her.
Oh.
Corin's a very bad influence. I blame him. Yeah.
Silly, it sounds like kind of an understatement, but glad you feel bad about it, I think.
It wasn't the right thing to do, but it felt good. She's not dead. I I stabilized her.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. Sure. I'm not gonna question it. So what's the plan? What do we do now?
What's the plan, Corin?
Well, we can always ask around about this place, Cinderville.
Oh yeah, we've got a lead now.
I would like to ask around about Cinderville, you know. At least I can do that. I'm very depressed about not getting information out of the prisoner, but at least let's see if I can get information out of people around. I will gather rumors and stuff, if that's okay.
All right, you're going to be gathering rumors. Corin, what are you going to be doing?
Ready or wait for it?
Just hanging around. Is Helen in the interrogation room still?
No, she isn't. She has locked the interrogation room.
Does it have a window? Oh.
It does have a window, yes.
Oh, great, I got a crossbow. I can just keep shooting her in there. I'm not going to do it that hard. Literally shooting fish in a barrel.
Can't you make bombs?
I can. I'll just be hanging around the main hall. I want to keep an eye on the interrogation room, keep an ear open.
Helen has gone back to her, to the Jarl's study/office in the main hall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll just be hanging around, making sure nothing suspicious happens with the prisoner escaping or...
Alright. Amaru, how about you?
Unless she's asked to do, work on something else, I think she might, go to the forest with Banu, let him roam free for a bit. And maybe I I've been meaning to ask about how learning spells work, but if
So,
like
for you, as a druid, you've got two main ways to learn. You either have to find nature spirits to teach you, or you have to find other druids to teach you.
Oh, okay.
And you can, generally with the nature spirits, you have to do some sort of bargain, and they will teach you what they know. And then it's a lot of deciphering what the hell they meant. But that's not something like, you can go out and search for nature spirits. They're all around the place.
Right. That makes sense.
It's less searching for them as a druid and more searching for the right ones. Because you're not going to get a lot of luck if you find like a pond spirit that when you go up to them you just go fish, 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 fish until you go away.
Right.
Unless you want a spell about fish.
Yes.
That would be pretty good.
Conjure fish.
Yeah, because I think Amara would just maybe go look around the forest to see if she could commune with some spirits and possibly learn some new stuff.
Okay. I would like you to give me a luck roll, please.
Oh. Is that just like a straight D20?
Just a D20.
Okay. Shit. Well, that's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. So I want to know, how far are you aiming to go, and what kind of environment are you looking to get to?
I probably not too far. I'm not sure how far away like the forest is from the town, but she's like, she wants to be back probably in the evening. And she's mainly looking, I think, right now for a lake, for water spirits, I suppose.
Okay. You go looking for a lake for water spirits, and you find yourself going a little bit further than you were anticipating, and it's starting to get really dark by the time you realize that you've gone way off track, and you find yourself stumbling onto this sort of like ruins of a village by the look of it, and you can see there's a little bit of like, it looks like there's kind of a fire going somewhere nearby. And yeah, you can just sort of see the glow of that going.
Okay, wait, so I find the ruins of a village. Okay. Could I kind of stealthily try to go and look what the fire, like, what it originates from?
Absolutely. You can go forward a little bit, and you can see that there is what looks like little kind of fire sprites. They look sort of like kind of like children, but made of flames, that seem to be sort of playing around these little ruins of houses. There's nothing but stone left, and they seem to be sort of setting fire to the grass in different patterns and sort of hiding in different bits of stonework.
Wait, when you say patterns, is it like just a random pattern or like an actual something discernible?
It looks like patterns, but no patterns that are sort of like they're clearly just experimenting. They're just playing. They're doodling, if you like.
Right. Would I know anything about spirits? Like how they react to people and how they act?
Give me a primal roll.
Oh, primal.
Not primal. I'm sorry, primal isn't a skill. Your survival is the roll I'd be wanting.
Okay.
No, sorry, I'm an idiot. Nature. Nature is the skill I'm after.
Final answer?
Yes, final answer. Nature. Go. Okay, yeah. So you're able to work out. These, definitely appear to be fire sprites. They don't tend to be super... It's not that they're not dangerous. It is that they don't tend to be aggressive. More that if you are not careful with them, you sort of have to manage them, because they're quite impulsive, and they can just end up accidentally setting a lot of things on fire if you're not careful. They are generally fine with people, as long as people haven't, screwed with them recently. They don't usually have an issue with people. If they have been screwed with recently by people, then you might have an issue.
Right. Okay. I think I'm trying to, first of all, I'll try to moisten up my clothes a bit. Mm-hmm. So if they decide to jump on me, I don't just catch on fire. Sure. And then I'll probably just walk out in the open, not try to be shifty or anything, just show my presence to them.
You sort of step out, and they will all sort of stop, and there's as the fire all cools down slightly and starts to simmer, and several of them are like,
Okay. I'll just, I guess, slowly approach. Just kind of... Were the fire spirits, the only source of fire, or was there, an actual flame?
They are literal fire. They are fire in the shape of people.
Okay. Yeah, I suppose I just kind of slowly... This is difficult. Yeah. Maybe I could try opening up making a torch to show that I also like flame. Sure, okay. I'll try doing that.
Sure, you light up a torch, and they'll go, and some of them will come over and get a bit closer to you, and one of them will sort of make little... They're all about a foot tall. They'll sort of make little grabby hands at the torch.
I'll just kind of just not hand it to them, but just present it to them.
And they will sort of grab the fire off of the torch. And they will start to sort of throw it around to each other like a football. And one of them will sort of come up and hug your leg, which starts to simmer and burn off the water.
Yikes. I mean, okay, I have enough HP for now.
And another one sort of tries to grab your hand and pulls you towards where you see now they've almost set up a little pitch in burns in the ground.
Ooh. I'll follow.
And one of them will sort of put down the little ball in front of you. And at the other end near some ruins there's a couple of the it's almost a little goalposts in little pillars of flame arise from the ground. To be clear, the ball of fire in front of you is not substantial, it's just fire.
How do I do that?
As you ponder this conundrum, Doctor, what are you doing with your evening?
I was gonna say, I'm going to try to do the thing I can do as an investigator, which is pursue a lead using the village's name, who I keep forgetting and should write somewhere. Sand?
Steinjager.
No, the village we need to find's name. the orphans of
Cedarville.
And pursuing a lead using Cedarville as like the lead I'm trying to pursue. So I'm basically same thing as Leroy, essentially.
Alright, well you two can both give me a little bit of a check there. I'll take
Gather information will be diplomacy, yes?
Yes.
Can I...
Yeah, I'm good at diplomacy.
Can I use any other skill to gather information, like society? No, that wouldn't work.
Society wouldn't work.
It's got to be diplomacy, doesn't it?
You could, if you wanted, I would say since you're pursuing your lead, I would give you survival if you want to use maps.
Yeah, definitely. And I get a +1 to that because... that's thievery. Thievery and survival are right next to each other. 19.
Okay, so together, you are able to determine that Cedarville is no longer a settlement. It has been destroyed. 25 odd years ago, actually. And you were able to locate it on a map.
And do we have reasonable enough hints to think that the Jarl was involved in the destroy?
That is certainly plausible.
But we don't have any solid proof of that.
No.
Is it close to where we are?
Yes.
Yes, it is on the map.
I believe that's where Amaru ended up. Possibly.
Oh, I see.
Not sure.
Oh,
but it's
yeah.
close enough when it's ruins and it was burned. And there are fire spirits. Sounds like.
That sounds like Cedarville. Yeah. That's not good. I worry for him. I mean, I don't know.
We don't know about where Amaru is. we could go look at the ruins and try to find some clues. Yeah, Doctor, do you think that will be useful?
I don't mind. I think that's probably going to be a good idea, and maybe we could grab Yula or Karen if they want to go. I mean, we're not going to be long, I don't think.
How long will it take, more or less, to get there?
It would take you about 4 hours.
That's fine. Sure. Before going, I would like to ask I would like to do a couple of things while I'm at it. If it's possible to get any amount of the wood that made up the dryads, like the dried corpses, basically. I would
yes, but not if you're focusing on doing this.
Yeah, makes sense. I will basically ask around to leave it for me to do stuff and care about it later. Like, maybe they won't, maybe they will, I don't know. I want to investigate this stuff first.
Cool.
Doctor, let's try to redeem ourselves and find what happened to Cedarville. Shall we?
Yeah, sure. Let's head out.
Okay, you head out, and Yuloth, what are you doing with the evening?
I will inform Yuloth that we are leaving, if she wants to follow.
Yeah. Want to go with Leroy? Curious about this village and what happened there.
Village gets attacked again, only Corin's there to save it.
Otherwise, I've been staring at my tattoos while I'm waiting.
Alright.
Maybe those fire spirits are the orphans of Cedarville.
That is possible.
If they died in a fire.
Not really likely, but possible.
They died in a fire, now they love fire.
No, actually, yeah,
weird.
that doesn't make sense. I was thinking that, and then I was talking what I was thinking, and that didn't work, you know.
Don't worry.
I'm not good at being an intelligent person.
Do we see anything of interest along the way?
You will not find anything of interest along the way. So Yuloth is also going. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then I think we shall jump back to Amaru.
Okay. Amaru is going to rummage through her backpack and take out part of the rope that she has, which she will tie kind of into a ball, like a ball knot, and put it into the fire. And I'm hoping that that will kind of have it catch fire, giving me something physical to kick.
Absolutely, you now have an on-fire ball of rope.
Nice. And then she is going to brace herself and kick it.
Okay, please give me an athletics roll to kick the flaming football.
I think... Oh, I have proficiency.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. You line yourself up and you just punt the ball all the way across the pitch and into the goal, and there's a little whoosh of fire as it passes through the barrier. And all of the little sprites start dancing around you.
This is like Spirited Away.
I like hold out a hand as it asking for a high five.
Yeah, they will all in turn give you a high five.
Nice.
Your hand burns off.
As you are high-fived, you manage to glean some knowledge from these fire sprites.
Ooh.
And I need to make sure it is linked properly, so that you have the rules for learning primal spells.
You learn Fireball.
Oh god.
Okay, I just give you this in your thing. Yes, there we go, I can give you this thing. Amaru, where is your inventory? Here you are. The memory is now in your inventory, where you keep all of your thoughts. Like this leather, and this glove of satisfaction. And it is about this point, as you're celebrating your victory, all of the sprites start to die away and just sort of run off, but they don't like run behind anything. They like run for a couple seconds and then just flicker out. And
I wave them goodbye.
You will hear some people arriving, as the rest of you will arrive and see Amaru.
Oh, Amaru, you're already here in the village of Cedarville.
Cedarville.
Of what?
You didn't.
It appears that this place is Cedarville, the place from where the assassination was. Well, the orphans of Cedarville were the ones that asked for the assassination of the Jarl, it seems.
Yeah. And
wait, what?
remember,
I don't think there's anyone here though.
Yeah, they seem to be like 25 years ago.
The place was destroyed quite a bit ago, but we wanted to investigate, as it is close by.
Did you find anything? And why are you here? That's
Well, I did meet like someone here, I guess. No, there was some fire spirits who are just hanging around here playing. But I highly doubt that they are the orphans we are looking. I mean, I don't think they're like an assassin group, if that's what you're asking.
That wouldn't make sense. That would be a bit. I mean, that'd be a bit weird.
They seemed very cheery.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I think you're right there. Well, Eileen, you're here. We left Corin behind, but everybody else is here, so we may as well check out the rest of these ruins. Try and investigate for anything remotely suspicious, like an orphanage.
Sure.
Let's spread out and look for clues.
Okay, well, as you look around, this village, it's not a massive village, but you could see there isn't any building that you would expect to be orphanage-esque in terms of, like, having a really large sleeping area or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It is just a village with a small town hall and a lot of small houses, all of which have been thoroughly destroyed.
You know, it occurs to me, orphans of Cedarville might mean the people who lived in Cedarville and then it got destroyed and now they're orphans.
Yes, I assume that was what happened, but still.
Could it mean ghosts?
I really hope not, because I don't think we're very. I think ghosts would be very good assassins.
Well, except they can't touch anything.
I mean, can they? I don't know. I've never really encountered a ghost before. But I mean,
do we know how Cedarville was like destroyed?
No.
We don't. Which is kind of interesting because we know that it was destroyed quite some time ago, but we don't know how.
We're gonna go ahead and cast Detect Magic and just see if there's anything to be seen round about here.
Just tons of primal fire magic floating about.
So it's just all the primal fireys. Anything else?
Not that you can tell, but after 25 years, probably would have faded.
Okay, fine.
This is... Could you learn something from the fire spirits, Amaro, about the fate of this village? Except for...
Not as far as I know. They seemed very happy just to be playing around here.
So, I'm going to go out on a leap and make some, I guess, semi-logical jumps here. Fire spirits, there's fire spirits everywhere here, right? According to Ulof's Detect Magic.
And just looking around and seeing them, I'm guessing.
I mean, I thought they hid when we came.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, so if there's a lot of fire spirits here, then we can presume something fairly deadly with fire occurred here to make it such a hotspot for fire spirits. So, who would know about this? I mean, Helen would be the person to ask, right? Because she.
What about priestess?
Oh. Yeah.
Given we don't really trust Helen.
We'd have to interrogate Helen as much as we'd have to as we've had to interrogate the elves. So, yeah, Helen is definitely not the best person to talk to. You're right. The priest would be more willing.
What shall we like? I believe that we should see if there is anything that could hint at what happened here, but a thorough search could take a while. We could spread out and look for clues before we go back to the village, to the fort.
I suppose we won't hurt to spend a bit of time here looking for the clues. We don't really. The thing is, we don't really know what to look for, so we're just looking for anything.
I believe stuff that's,
Maybe if we befriend the fire spirits, they could show it. And she'll send her dancing lights in a fascinating kind of way, so using them to kind of mimic the fire spirits and do something that they might find interesting.
All right. As you're doing that, we're going to jump back to the lodge, where I believe only Corin is.
Oh no!
Hello.
which bursts into flame.
You're going to hear from the interrogation room. Is anyone still out there? Really not doing all right?
Can I sneakily make my way over to the door and just hang there for a moment?
Absolutely you can. Massive gaping chest wound. Really appreciate something, please.
There is another moment.
Mm-hmm. Hello?
I'm gonna, shit, how do I even do this?
How do you do what?
I will grab hold of the bars and pull myself up so I can look through them.
Oh, so you're outside looking through the window.
I was just before like standing behind it, so she didn't know I was there, but now I am going to.
Okay, right. I thought you were by the door inside. Okay.
No.
Oh. What are you doing over there? And you can see she is now looking a lot worse for wear, apart from not just the massive gaping chest wound, but also like she is clearly sweating and looks more haggard than just just having been shot.
Was she fully tied to the chair before?
Yes.
Okay, so she can't stand up.
Not as far as you're aware.
Can I see if she is still tied up?
Not really, not from your angle. You can see that she's still in the chair. That's as much as you can make out.
Yes, I can clearly see that. Sucks to be you, doesn't it?
Could you maybe please do something about it?
Door's locked, what can I do?
Give me a second. And she's just like scooching the chair up to the window.
As she's scooching up, I'm gonna, with one hand, I'm gonna pull up the crossbow and just aim it at her. Don't try anything stupid, yeah?
I won't try anything stupid. And you look at her, and she looks older than she did earlier.
It wasn't matter. Yeah, I'm gonna let her do her thing, just keeping an eye on her.
And she gets her face right up to the bars on the window.
Oh, she's coming right that close. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm very she's gonna try anything. I'm pulling the trigger at her.
Okay.
I'm just waiting.
I just want you to understand. This is just business.
Pulling the trigger.
As you do so, she pushes her forehead forward slightly until it makes contact with the bolt tip.
Yeah.
And in a moment, it's like everything goes into slow motion. You could see just this very slight, all of the age that seems to have accumulated on her face, congeals into a frost at the tip of your bolt zooms up, following the crossbow bolt onto the crossbow, onto your hand, towards your chest.
Oh no.
Okay.
And your bolt goes through the air and she's not there anymore.
Nice.
What?
What the hell?
Do I feel any different?
You're the priest.
You feel a bit chilly.
Assassin, yeah.
Huh. Cool. I'm gonna open up my jacket, pull down my shirt or unbutton it, and see if there's any marks on me.
Yeah. You do have a mark. Around sort of your chest area, there's something that it kind of almost looks like a key in the kind of white scarring, you've had a nasty cut that's healed a long time ago. Very much looks like a sort of an old key.
Cool. I'm pulling out my sword. I'm swinging around just to see if the...
Absolutely. You swing your sword around the place a bit. And it makes contact with the wall a bit, but nothing else.
How big is the interrogation chamber?
It's a small room. Maybe 10 by 15 feet.
Cool. I'm just going to stick my blade through it and then pull on the cord and make it explode in there and see if anything happens.
You just stick awkwardly, sort of work your sword through, and then you press the button and like just into the room. All of your sword just flings itself out vaguely in no particular direction. Waggle it about a bit. Nowhere does it make contact with anything in the room.
And the explosion doesn't hit anything.
No.
Cool.
Though, at the sound of the explosion, you do see the door start to open.
It's more of a fire explosion than an actual explosion.
Yes, but still,
yeah.
Yeah, the door opens and you see Helen stick her head in and look left, look right, and then look up at you.
I'm just facing the door still, glance over my shoulder at her.
No, she has opened the door. She's looking at you from the other side of the room.
Wait, what? In the interrogation chamber?
So, interrogation chamber, inside, one of the walls of the chamber has a window to outside. On the opposing wall is the door. She has opened the door. You were looking inside, from outside, through the window.
I thought I was out the door.
That's why I tried to clarify. I thought you said you were outside looking through the window.
Oh, right, no. Sorry, I thought I was outside the door, just beside it, so she didn't know I was there. And then I jumped onto the bars of the window,
No, the window is outside. There are no bars on the door, it's just a door.
Right, okay. Shit, okay. That's fine.
I mean, it makes sense for you to have done that if you wanted to be all crossbowy.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have had any reason for her to come anywhere near me. I wanted her to come near me because I thought she was going to unlock the door.
Ah, right.
It's fine, whatever. Right. I assume she's seen me with my sword dangling there.
She's seen you just there with one arm through the bars of the window, waggling a big, long, floppy sword about.
I'm going to maintain eye contact and slowly pull my sword back.
Just the sound of the reeling in, just. And I think that's where we'll end it for today.
Hard to top.
The spooky ghost. Quick question: how many cards does we have?
I have 4.
I have 3.
I've got 2.
Cool. Shall I use a card that makes everyone discard a card?
I've got 2 really good cards.
I can sacrifice.
I don't have much good stuff.
I could make everyone discard a card and get a new card.
I'm good with that.
I love
Sure.
Oh, at the end of the scene or session, I must discard all my cards. Maybe not. Let's not do that now. I'll do that at the start of next session then.
Cool.
I could have everybody discard all their cards and draw 3 new cards.
I want one of my cards. Basically,
at some point you are going to hit the death card. It's in the deck.
Wait, what?
Somewhere.
Just keep cycling through it.
Remind us, what is the death card?
The death card makes you discard everything.
Oh.
Actually, strictly speaking, the death card is everyone discards 3 cards.
Oh.
Oh, that's not
Oh no.
It's just there so that people can't hoard things indefinitely.
Hoard all the good cards, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
When do we get cards again?
When you do something particularly funny or entertaining, and I remember.
Swag.
Or
Cool,
for recaps.
nice.
Yeah, that's the session. Thank you all very much for playing. Any feedback, goods, bad, stuff to improve, etc.?
No?
The scene with the fire sprites playing ball was very, very entertaining and wholesome.
It definitely reminded me of the 5 sprites from Spirited Away, as I said.
Yeah. Oh, but it was fun.
Yeah.
It's good, yeah.
It's very fun.
Spooky ghost in me now. Helena's being sus as hell.
I guess
it's all ghosts.
I guess it was too unlikely for Leroy to manage to get any information out of a draw assassin that was clearly a professional and didn't take the puppet seriously. But I'm still thinking of what if I change the approach? What would I, I'm thinking of how I could have got some answers. I'm very conflicted about that. But it was fun, and it was sad but reasonable for Leroy to be like, yeah, I didn't get anything. Sad. Also, it was incredibly funny to see her shot.
That was.
Thank you to the doctor.
So you guys are all in Cedarville. I know of Cedarville.
We would have told you, I guess, before we went, because we're not stupid.
Yuloth mentioned it to you.
Oh, you
psychically.
What, that you were going? Oh.
No, but I mentioned the place. The Orphans of
She
Cedarville.
literally is like a revenant or something like that.
I am not. This is not a very important question, but I find it important nonetheless. Is the assassination receipt some kind of Pratchett reference, or am I just too fixated on Terry Pratchett?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Is the assassination receipt? How do you say that? Receipt.
Yeah.
Receipt.
Is it a Terry Pratchett reference, or am I just obsessed with Terry Pratchett? Because
It's a little bit of a Terry Pratchett reference.
I love it. I love it. Basically, that single thing made me like the assassin. Before that, I was like, she's a piece of shit. After that, I was like, yeah, I like her. I like her now.
She's still a piece of shit.
Yes, but
She's too smart. She's too smart and smug. Heck her.
A small part of me hopes that she becomes a recurrent villain, and over time, Leroy gets on her nerves more and more and more. Until, I don't know, she tries to kill Leroy directly or something. Will be fun. Well, we need to investigate Cedarville and try to understand what the fuck is happening. And there is still a monster in the woods, I believe. Like, we didn't find the monster.
Like the tree guy.
We didn't find the monster we were looking for, right?
So we're playing next.
So.
No, I don't think we.
Nope.
We're playing next week, aren't we?
Yes, we will be playing this again, same time next week.
And then it's back to the usual every other week off.
Yeah.
Then it's back, yeah, to regular.
Only thing I can say is just a nice 5-minute break would have been good. I know we usually have them, so I'm not saying we never do. Just for Warhouse having them would be good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, have that. Good. Good.
Cool.
Also, so spooky ghost lady can't do anything.
On a side note, if anyone, if you feel like you would like a specific talisman, I have 2 free talismans per day. So look up the common talismans of level 3 and below. They last for the entire day, and they are one-use consumables.
They last, sorry, how long?
1 day. Basically, every day I can make 2 one-use consumables for free.
When you say they last a day, is that 24 hours, or is that
until my next daily preparations, I believe.
So is that like a long rest? Is that?
So if we skip the long rest, I believe they still keep functioning.
Cool. That's fine.
I can have only 2 at a time, though. So But there is a lot of bullshit, like the things that I gave you, or stuff that makes one attack more powerful. It's very cool.
That was fun.
There is some bullshit.